I completely understand why we're asking this question. I have seen people, especially in the winter months, doing their shopping in what they call a onesies, and obviously there's this play over this morning about it. Now I try and think each to their own. What other people want or wish to do is up to them. It is their business. I love slobbing around the house in baggy bottoms and a top, but I feel exactly like this gentleman told the woman in this morning. If you wear what you are wearing to go to bed, then it is not appropriate for you to then go on and wear it out. I know at work, when it's around Christmas time, we have an option to wear pyjamas to work. Usually it's on roughly about the last day, but when I have done it, and I did to do it because everybody else is, I have felt really under rest, and even though I've had a wash, I've put makeup on, it felt like I hadn't made any effort for a day. What about for a school run, pulling on a pair of jeans, tying your hair up and putting on a black top? I think most of us could do that in a rush. Plus, you do get judged, and I must agree, it is bliss when you really don't care. Even so, whether you care or not, it happens, and it happens by other playground moms and possibly even teachers. Okay, and so what happens is you tend to get treated by how you put yourself out there. If you don't make much of your appearance and roll up looking like you've just got out of bed, other people start judging you by what you have on. Like, has she even had a wash this morning? I'm sure she's got PO. And so people talk and judge you by what you have on, and therefore will treat you how they see you. And half the time, perhaps that means that you get ignored, because if you look scruffy and you have like messy hair, other moms who don't care too will hang around with you. And we've all heard that phrase, that we tend to get judged by the company we keep, and other women who pride themselves on how they come out of the house like will actually get treated better. It is like this one time I really didn't feel well at all. I actually could have done by staying at home. I not only felt rough, but I looked it. However, I convinced myself that if I didn't go shopping, we wouldn't have nothing in the house. This was a time where I knew something had to be done, but I was going to do it any other way, despite how I looked and how I felt. And I was in my sweatpants with no makeup on, because everything that day was too much effort. It really was. I think I must have been coming down with the flu or something. And that friendly old woman who was always by customer services, who had always spoken to me before, who had always looked up and down with a positive smile, she blanked me. I'm guessing it was because she didn't want to associate herself with me that day. Like, she didn't even know me. And I know what people say, bitch. She was up herself. But she judged me on how I looked. I made a conscious decision not to engage with me that day. However, ever since I have gone back in, I've always made sure I've got all my makeup on, which I normally do, and in proper clothes, like a nice top and a skirt. And for me personally, it's gone into a little bit of a competition to get her to notice me and appear better than how I once looked. But this is a classic example. The thing is, people who don't look like they've made an effort, even if they are feeling ill or whatever else, are reasons or othering, they get treated exactly like that. And I do get that beauty is within, or in the eye of the beholder, and you shouldn't change yourself to be liked or fitting in. But okay, I have said this in a slimming world eating, which is a reference to food, but I think it still applies. When you start accepting yourself for who you are, not how you could be or look like, you become less likely to want to change and the more you do just this, you do things to keep yourself at that exact same place in your life, because this is where you are sabotaging your potential for success. And to change that whole dynamic, the change, as I've done in my last video, the change is not about people forcing you, guilting you, telling you what you should do or whatever else. It comes out of you, because the end of the day, your life is what you make of it, and you, of course, are the most important person in your life. And if you want to look better, or in Slimming World case lose weight, needs to come out of you. Well, actually, I have another example. This was when I went Slimming World at my last group. It was a stupid time in the morning it started, and I was barely functioning, and I really went for comfort. This meant baggy t-shirts and leggings without any makeup. But after so long in getting up early, you tend to adjust. And then once that happened, I put on linen trousers to, of course, weigh lighter, a nice patterned top, put makeup on, and everyone else was actually like, "You're actually really pretty." And I was getting compliments. It was great. I felt great. And guess what? They changed their opinion of me because I made effort. Coming out of the house with your version of how you choose to look like, you will get treated by how you put yourself out there. Doesn't matter if in the evening you actually have clothes on. It's that first thing, first in the morning. And also, which I want to add, it also depends on your weight, because now I think I can say this because I do have a weight issue at times, which is the bigger you get in size, the more you tend to go for what is comfortable. And if there's a pair of jeans at home which hurts when you put it on, guess what? You're not gonna put it on. And then you make justifications. Things like, well, I'll just do that in my pyjamas, but it's okay because once I'm done, I'll come home and I'll get washed and changed, and it's it's excuses, really. And just to be clear, I've actually spoken to a couple of mates of mine who have kids, and the one friend of mine has 4 kids, and of course she tends to do things for quickness at home. Oh, I thought she was the perfect person who ask, and she's actually told me at times she has been tempted, extremely tempted, but she told me if she actually did it, it would make her look like a tramp. And these are her words coming out of her mouth, and which she has told me for quickness, has tied her hair back, no makeup on, or has found a pair of jeans and grabbed a hoodie.